I think we can all agree that Ferrari makes some of the best looking cars on the planet. I mean, I fell in love with the 360 Modena like when I was a kid, and I still love the design of that car to this day. So I was extremely disappointed when I saw yesterday that Ferrari finally made an electric vehicle, and it's called the Luce, and it is one of the ugliest cars I have seen in my entire life. Let's talk about it. The Luce is Ferrari's first electric vehicle ever, and they completely dropped the ball. I don't understand the design language of this car at all. I actually thought when I saw the first post on this that it was fake. I thought that it was like AI generated because I was like, there is no way that Ferrari made this car. There is no way. That is the one thing about certain supercar brands like Lamborghini or Ferrari. When you see one of their cars on the road, it makes you turn your head and you realize right away without seeing the emblem that that's a Ferrari, that's a Lamborghini. You just know, you know. And when I see this car, the first thing I thought was, this is like a Honda. Like, did they partner with Honda to make this EV? It doesn't make any sense to me. The front kind of reminds me of a Dodge Charger. And then they took the hood and that scoop, which is kind of a nice feature, but they stole that from the Jaguar I-Pace. My wife has one of those. Then the roof line and that's kind of sloping back follows the same design cues as a Jaguar I-Pace, but from the rear angle, it looks like the new Nissan Z and a Polestar 2, like combined, and then someone just, as an afterthought, threw the taillights from a Ferrari 360 Modena on there and just called it a day. I don't understand this car. It is so ugly. And the interior, they have this weird exterior futuristic thing going on, but then they went like tech retro on the inside and it's just not doing it for me. The screens are this square shape. They look small. I like that the screen in the center console is kind of angled towards the driver, but oh man, this is an ugly car. This is an ugly car. And if you're spending $640,000 on a Ferrari, I think you want everyone to know that you spent $640,000 on a Ferrari. But this, if this drove past me on the highway today, I wouldn't even take a second look at it. I would think it was just a Honda that just drove past me. And nobody wants that. So I don't understand how when you see these manufacturers, Lambo, Ferrari, Maserati, McLaren, when you see one, and if you're into cars, you're gonna break your neck to take a look at it. And this car is not doing it. The numbers aren't bad. The Luce, it makes 1,035 horsepower. It has 730 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60 is in 2.5 seconds. Has a top speed of 193 miles per hour, which who really cares anyway? Who's driving that fast? Has a estimated range of about 329 miles. So the numbers are actually decent when compared to other EVs, but the Tesla Model S Plaid beats it in every single one of those numbers for way less. So I can't justify, I can't see anyone justifying buying a Ferrari for $640,000 that does not look like a Ferrari. And I mean, it's just ugly. It's just an ugly car. So it's really odd. They had an opportunity, and there were some early concepts that came out that looked amazing. And I was like, man, it kind of looked like a fastback, kind of like almost like a hatchback or a station wagon. Ferrari. That was the first thing that I saw, and then the actual final product. Whoever signed off on that needs to go. Whoever designed that needs to go work for Honda. Or they probably stole them from a Honda because it looks like a Honda. And that's the last thing you want anyone thinking about when you're driving your $640,000 Ferrari. Like, hey, is that a Honda? Could you imagine being asked that and you just dropped more than $500,000 on your car? Is that a Honda? Are you nuts? But you can't blame them. This car is ugly. This car is ugly. There is no one that can tell me anything different. This is an ugly car. Ferrari missed a huge opportunity. I'm going with a Tesla Plaid or a Lucid Air or a Porsche Taycan or a Audi e-tron GT all day over this Ferrari. You could probably buy one of those and still have money left over from buying just one of the Ferrari Luces, which is crazy, You could buy all of those cars and you still probably wouldn't hit the cost of one Luce. And that car is ugly.